Hey everyone, welcome to episode 15 from C137, my Minecraft solo survival world. I'm Nethercloud, and I thought I'd start off today with a little bit of a Minecraft cliche. I did some off-camera mining. It went really well, got a whole bunch of cobbled deep slate, some regular deep slate, just so we have some variation in blocks. Picked up a little incidental tuff, just because I'm not going to throw it away, but we don't actually have plans for it just yet. And then, of course, we've got ores and riches. At one point, I was using only a fortune pick, because we were using that to do our cobbled deep slate. And I was like, yeah, I'll just use fortune picks and grab all the riches and make them into blocks. But then I realized I may want to use some of the ores in some of the builds we have coming up. So I decided to keep most of it silk touched. And yeah, this should be a pretty good start on the project I want to get started. Which, if you guys want to come with me, I have been kind of doing a little detail work, doing some work on the beach over here, and popping out some torches, making a few, what are these things called? Merchant tents, so to speak. And what I want to do is, we'll fly up first. This area is my starter house, which I want to do like a remodel on. But, you know, it'll still be here and still occupy the same vibe. I just want to kind of update it a little bit. And in addition to that, there'll be more residential stuff over here that we're going to put in. And this river is going to be where we put our outer wall up. And it's going to surround this area and come out to the beach over here, where I'm probably going to put a lighthouse. We'll use the free camera so it's a little easier. Like over on this island, we'll do a lighthouse. But the idea is, I've been even working on this big tree over here. The idea is that the wall is going to come along here and follow this river kind of around and out to there. And then this will kind of be an area we can work on and bring to a level of completion so that we can then start building outward this way into the kingdom a little more. And then the wall will pick up again somewhere over there, and it will continue down this way until we come inland and wrap around. But we're not going to worry about that much, because that's definitely not enough resources to do the whole kingdom. It's just to kind of get this area locked in, so it's kind of, you know, kind of like these are the borders of our canvas is what I'm going for. So I'm going to actually do some of that off camera. I've been recovering from my 5th surgery in 2 years, and turns out I'm probably going to wind up needing another one. I am feeling pretty good today, so I thought I'd get a little bit of work done. And you guys will excuse me if I do it off camera, because while I'm recovering, work is kind of a little more sporadic. I'm very capable of getting things done, but it's happening like a half hour here, 20 minutes over there, you know, doing some digging while I'm, you know, practically half asleep but can't actually sleep. So it's not necessarily going to make for good on-camera content, but I'll just pop back in when I have some updates for you guys. It's the next day, and I got a lot more done than I anticipated. I thought I'd only go for a little while, but I had trouble sleeping, so I just kept working. Now, these are just broad passes. There's no detail. I've yet to do the layer with the roof on it, and all of the sculpting out for arrow slits and watchtowers and all that stuff still has to get done. But I've got the general shape of the wall going all the way around. Here, let's go into free camera mode. You guys can see that we just kind of traced around where the river was going. And I left a big space here and created these larger pillars of dark oak, because there's going to be something built over here. This is essentially the 0, point of our world. That's why we kind of got this little spirally pattern here. But there's going to be a temple there, and we talked about that in the last episode. So we need a gatehouse here so that we have a way out. Now that we've got the basic stuff laid out, I thought about moving on to the detailing stage. But before I move on to fleshing out the wall and making it look good, I think what we need to do is do a little bit of interior and exterior terraforming. I'm not going to get crazy with it, but like in places like this, I kind of want to fill this in so that it butts up against the wall. And then on the outside, it would make sense to kind of take out like this little island here and that little patch there, because we're using the water as a natural barrier. So wherever the water is, I would imagine that our kingdom would be smart enough to kind of remove these small points that could be used as base of operations for attacks. So yeah, that's going to be quite a bit of work. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Hopefully the trend upward in my energy continues, and I'll be able to get a lot done. And we might even start hacking out some paths here and kind of laying out this area for development. Now that we've got it enclosed, it feels a lot smaller than I thought it was. And when things start to feel a little bit smaller, you can start thinking about completing them. So I'm going to get back on to doing some work, and I'll check up with you guys in the next clip. As per usual, this project took a lot more resources and time than I initially anticipated, but came out amazing in the end. What I tried to do is give each segment its own unique style. Like over here, where the wall is basically just freestanding as a straight segment, we have the symmetrical staircases on either side and flanked on each side by the towers as well. I haven't yet done this water gate. I'm planning on making it so it looks like boats can come in and out of here, because I have a plan to put a little boat dock for this hobbit hole house, which, for those of you who know, there's absolutely nothing done inside of right now, but we'll get to it eventually. Now that this area is kind of locked in by the wall, I look forward very much to filling it out and finishing it up. And you can see the different ways we approach this as it intersected the land. Like over here where we've got the hill coming right down to the water, we have this section where the boards come out past where they normally would to give more space. And I'd like to do a round of building where I go in and add barrels and more lanterns and a few other details. But all in all, I think we're at a good spot to call this project complete. Obviously, the wall has to continue around the rest of the kingdom, but given the amount of work that this section was, it's going to be a long-term project. The diagonal walls did pose a unique challenge, but I do like the way we were able to tackle it. In places like this, we put staircases to go up to the level where the arrow slits are, and we added ladders for alternate means of getting up and down. The gatehouse over here, as you see, never actually came to fruition. I kind of ran out of creative steam, so to speak. Like I said, this took quite a bit longer than I thought it would, so I'm kind of out of ideas at the moment, but it's in there somewhere, and I'll pull it out of my brain and build something soon. Maybe we'll do it on a stream. Maybe I'll make it a time lapse in the next video or something like that. But either way, it'll get done shortly. The more important part is that we know where it's going to be so we can start putting our pathing in and filling out the area. But I definitely do want to get a really cool gate over there, as well as the water one back over there. So I know a lot of you are probably out there asking, well, what's he going to do now? He's got to do the lighthouse, or he's going to have to finish the tree. He can't possibly leave the tree unfinished. Tree is where we're standing, by the way. But frankly, I don't want to be here anymore. I love this area. I'm very excited. Even the landscaping has got me super stoked. I didn't think I could get such awesome lines just with grass, but I'm loving the way this whole area comes out. But I don't know about you guys. I often need a change of pace when I'm playing in order to keep things fresh. And it's definitely time for that change of pace. Now, I like to go back and forth between aesthetic builds, redstone, and like grindy projects, and adventures as well. But I am waiting another couple of days until the last little bits and pieces of the mods that I use, like Tweakaroo and Mini HUD and all of those, until everything is caught up so I can upgrade to 119.2. So I don't want to go on an adventure quite yet, because I want to make sure that when we do, all the new terrain loads is 119, so we get a chance at those juicy, dark areas with all the skulk and messy, crazy warden stuff. But we do have quite a few grindy projects that we can do. Before we do, let's actually like get over into the wall and take a little like look out, you know, like you can use these for cover and, you know, fire things down. And then there's the lower level. I'm really happy with the way this whole thing came out. And we can walk all the way along. We have stairways that come up here into this area. And I feel like this really adds some immersion to the area. We haven't really done much up here except for the like central fountain area and some market stalls. So I'm pretty stoked that it's starting to come together. But I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the next clip is going to be, because we've got a few projects that I want to do, a few grinds I want to do. So I'm gonna think on it. And then we're gonna jump into something. So this next bit will be as much a surprise for me as it is for you. And just like that, we have roads. I know that I said I wanted to get out of this area, and in a sense I did by taking some time off and going engaging with the real world. I know, what a concept. Reality. I don't like to do it as a general rule, but sometimes you gotta go hang out with the people you care about and do the things that make you feel like you're getting things done. So I did that, and then I came back, and I was renewed with a sense of creativity and ideas. I just started laying out the road. I grabbed the rest of our deep slate. I grabbed some more gravel and some of the warped wood and just started going to town. I'd like to put some water in under here, maybe some variety in bricks. We're going to change some of this up a little bit. We want to age it down and dirty it up. But this is a great start. The problem is, as often is the case, we're out of materials. I've burnt through just about all of the deep slate and quite a bit of the dirt that we have. We're running low on pretty much everything we need to keep going on this project. So you know what that means. It's time to grind. And there's no avoiding it this time. So since we have to go and dig a hole, let's go dig a hole somewhere that helps us with another project. If you're taking blocks from one spot to put them in another spot, you might as well be taking them from a spot where you need a hole. So that's what we're gonna do. It's time for the first progress update from Project Darkwater. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. Let's check it out. That was about 80 hours of gameplay footage, and I even lost some because I forgot to hit record and I had a corrupted file along the way. So yeah, this has been an absolutely massive, massive project to remove the water, and worth every moment. We're in a good spot now where we can start working on getting all of this dug down to bedrock. If we look over here, I actually started a little bit of that on stream after I had compiled the video, but we'll get to that in a moment. We've got a lot of digging to do, and I mean digging in the loosest of terms. We are digging a bit with the pickaxes so that we can get the resources like I was talking about. We're going to bank a bunch of stuff. But once we've got a nice little stockpile of what we need, it'll be time to bring out the big booms. We got to get some TNT going. We need to... We need to blow some stuff up. That's the only way it's going to go fast enough. We might use some redstone machines. We might do some of it manually. We'll test a few different methods, make sure we get something efficient. We're also not going to escape manual labor entirely because I don't want to blow up the sides and have to redo all of that. So our blast radius is going to have to be considerably smaller, and we'll have to slice the outer edge manually. It's going to take a while. I'm not going to lie. This is going to take quite some time, and I hope you guys stick around for it. There'll be regular updates on the episodes, and I've been streaming very regularly on Twitch lately, so I plan on continuing to do so as long as my health keeps up, and I hope you guys pop in and check it out. There'll be a new episode of a new series coming out very shortly. I'm working on putting out a Vault Hunters series. It's going to be my first dive into modded Minecraft, so I hope you guys come and check it out. Give me all the feedback. I want to know what you guys like, what you don't like. Let me know how you want me to develop the series. And also, I'll be streaming that and RimWorld on Twitch. I found RimWorld a little while back, and it's a super fun game. So I've been playing that, but we've also been digging holes, and we're going to do the Vault Hunters thing. So much content coming up, and I want to share it with... What are these guys doing over here? Hey, guys. Welcome to the end of the episode, guys. Nice of you to come by just to take credit for everything. They did all the work. I just sat here and did nothing. It was all them. Anyway, I hope everyone had as much fun watching this as I did making it. I will try to get things out sooner, but it's about time. We got to call it. So I'll see you guys in the next episode and over on Vault Hunters, and I'll see everyone over on Twitch if you want to pop in and say hi. Everyone is welcome. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is where you are, and try not to get shot in the back of the head. Take it easy.